Black's bishop swoops down and captures the knight near White's king, sacrificing itself for a surprising attack. This move forces White's king to recapture and steps into the open, setting up obvious threats lurking in the position. The bold sacrifice immediately signals tactical intent from Black. White's king retakes the bishop, maintaining material balance but entering a vulnerable spot on the king side. This move is forced and initiates a critical phase in the puzzle, as White's royal piece is now exposed for a potential attack by Black. Excellent calculation in handling the recapture. Black jumps in with their knight, threatening a double attack, both targeting the king and opening possible lines against the rook and pawn. The pressure intensifies as the knight is perfectly placed to add fuel to Black's initiative. White's safety is seriously in question here. What's your response? White calmly retreats the king back to safety, moving out of immediate danger and avoiding tactics like discovered checks or forks. This precise defensive move restores the balance and blocks Black's most direct threats. Nicely done by not panicking, you keep options open while unpinning key pieces. Black plays their queen to the edge, threatening mate and targeting the weakened king side. This move looks menacing as it sets up direct assault tactics and aims for a swift finish if White slips. Your defensive resources are limited. What's your best reply? White brings their queen boldly into the action via an attacking central file, countering Black's threats and immediately targeting weaknesses in Black's camp. This decisive move neutralizes the opponent's mating ideas and flips the pressure back onto Black, demonstrating how defense can become dynamic offense. A brilliant puzzle finish rewatch to master the flow of attack and defense. White pushes their pawn to capture on d7, forcing Black's knight offside and creating tension at the heart of the position. This breakthrough disrupts Black's coordination and opens lanes for White's pieces to become more active. Black must respond carefully, as White just increased the attacking threat. Black responds by swinging their queen over to challenge f2, putting direct pressure on White's king side. But you spot the move to shift your own king to safety, stepping away from the attacking line. Solid play, sidestepping the queen's threat while keeping the center locked down. Black is not done yet. After your king slides to h1, Black doubles down by bringing their rook into play. This f-file maneuver creates a battery along the open line and threatens deeper infiltration. Can you find a way to keep control here? You answer by swinging your rook over, lining up directly against the opponent's queen and rook. This is a powerful move, doubling major pieces on the f-file and reinforcing your defensive shield while eyeing tactical possibilities. A smart coordinate that denies Black quick progress. The opponent sees their window and captures with the queen, but this exchange leaves their back rank exposed and their last safeguard gone. With both queens now on the file, it's your moment to resolve the tension. How can you capitalize here? You recapture with your rook on f3, ending the sequence with a decisive material advantage. The trade collapses black's attacking battery and leaves you ahead in both threats and safety. This tactic shows how timely coordination can flip an entire position rook watch to spot every turning point. Black's knight jumps in to capture the bishop on e3, a tempting move to disrupt white's defenses. But in doing so, black leaves their queen exposed and opens a line to their own king. This risky exchange could backfire. Are you ready to respond boldly? Your queen snatches the opponent's queen with a decisive capture, instantly shifting the balance of power. Exchanging queens when ahead in development is a strong tactic, especially when it uncovers threats and leaves the enemy king vulnerable. This move showcases precise calculation and excellent board vision. Black recaptures with their pawn, aiming to keep material close. However, their king is now even more exposed, and coordination between pieces is severely lacking. With white's pieces active and centralized, the pressure is mounting. Is there a knockout blow here? White's queen glides to d8, delivering a crisp checkmate. The king is utterly trapped, no squares to run, no pieces to block, and no way out. That's geometric mate using active pieces and seizing on black's misplaced knight. Share this beautiful finish to help others master checkmating patterns. White brings their queen to a central square, instantly coordinating with the bishop and knight. This move both supports future attacks and hints at a brewing threat against the dark squares near black's king. With white's pieces converging, black must respond carefully to prevent dangerous tactics. Black develops the bishop aggressively, targeting white's knight with an immediate threat. However, this leaves black exposed on the king side and creates tactical opportunities for a decisive counterattack. Clever move, but white can now punish this loosened defense. You brilliantly sacrifice your bishop, aiming straight at black's vulnerable knight on f6. This removal of the defender breaks the coordination around black's king and opens the door for tactical strikes. It's a powerful choice that exposes the opponent's defenses and clears the way for a decisive finish. Black tries to regroup by shifting the queen defensively towards the center, but the position is already compromised. The earlier combination leaves black facing unstoppable threats. Your calculated attack nets material and leaves white with a commanding edge. That's textbook tactical execution. Replay this sequence to master piece coordination. White moves their king back to a safer square, stepping away from immediate threats and keeping options open to support the passed pawn or defend key points. This retreat consolidates the position for the next tactical strike. Black responds with a bold bishop invasion, relocating the bishop to a sharp diagonal. This places pressure on white's exposed pieces and hints at attacking possibilities on the king side. The change in dynamics opens up new tactical resources. What's your answer? You seize the opportunity by activating your rook to the open file, placing it on the attacking rank. This not only mounts direct pressure on black's back rank, but also threatens checkmate if not addressed quickly. Your rook is now a dominant force in the position. Perfect timing. Black counters with an intermezzo, shifting the bishop deeper into white's territory to attack the rook. This forces you to address the bishop's threat, momentarily deflecting your plan. Can you find the most resilient way to keep the initiative? You calmly reposition your king, sidestepping potential pins and freeing your back rank from danger. This simple yet effective move keeps your rook poised for the final tactical blow. Well played, your pieces are now fully coordinated and untouchable. Black's bishop retreats to the corner, but now your rook controls the file and black's king is stuck. The pattern is classic. By activating your rook and king together, you set a decisive mating net that wins the game. Check out this tactical motif again to lock in your endgame skills. Black kicks things off by centralizing the king to d6, guarding crucial pawns and eyeing the queen side. White mirrors the maneuver, bringing their king to d4 and matching black's central presence. Control of the middle is key in endgames. Black retreats the king to e6, keeping options open while blocking white's potential pawn advances. White immediately strikes with e4, hoping to open up the position and challenge black's pawns. Black captures with d5 egg c4, seizing material and reducing white's pawn majority in the center. White king recaptures on e4, keeping the king active and eyeing further progress against black's newly isolated pawns.